The Chicago Bears make a pretty early morning move. They signed tight end Durham Smythe to a 1-year contract. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears news update video. Free agency starts on Monday officially, so be sure to tune into the channel for a lot of free agency news videos. And this signing actually happened before Monday because Durham Smythe was currently free to sign with any team. He was cut by his former team. If you were cut, then you can sign at any time you want. You don't have to wait until free agency actually begins. And a lot of people online were talking about this potentially happening. A lot of reporters were, because Durham Smythe actually played under Ben Johnson in Miami when Ben Johnson was the receivers coach there in 2018. So not directly coaching Durham Smythe because he's a tight end, but I'm sure he had some interactions with him and knows about him, which is why Ben Johnson chose to tell Ryan Poles to sign him to be maybe the tight end 2 on this offense, probably tight end 3 though. I still think another move is coming at the tight end spot, probably in the NFL draft at this point, to get another pass catching tight end, because Durham Smythe is mostly like a blocking complimentary tight end that every once in a while he's going to make a catch for you, but he's clearly not going to be a very focal part of this offense, judging by his NFL career so far. But let's talk more about what he brings to the Chicago Bears. So Durham Smythe is 6'6", weighs 246 pounds. If you look at his athletic testing, pretty solid, a pretty okay athlete, not elite or anything, but good enough for the NFL level. And if you look at his stats throughout his career, so his entire career was with the Miami Dolphins before this, and not really a whole lot of receiving stats aside from 2021 and 2023, where he did have 300 plus receiving yards, which that's pretty good, honestly, as a complimentary tight end. If he had 300 receiving yards for the Bears, we would be pretty excited, because our tight end 2s of the past couple of years have not produced anything in our previous offenses. But yeah, his height and size gives him a pretty good catch radius. So if he is on the football field, if Ben Johnson does want to use him as more of a pass catcher on this offense, he should have the ability to do that, and Caleb should have, again, a large catch radius to throw to because of how big this dude is. But mostly where I think he's going to be used on this offense is as a blocker. Ben Johnson talked about how important blocking is going to be for all the playmakers on this offense, and obviously for the tight ends, blocking is going to be extremely important. And he's had a lot of experience blocking in this league. He's been used as that complimentary number 2 tight end most years in his career, so he's kind of used to playing that role already, which is why I think it's a pretty okay move. Okay, again, you don't expect this guy to go off for 500 plus yards or make a insane impact, but if he can block pretty well every time he's on the field in 12 personnel, he'd provide pretty good value to the Chicago Bears. This could be the Mercedes Lewis replacement. Mercedes Lewis was pretty bad last year. He was pretty good the year prior, but last year Mercedes Lewis just had a crazy amount of penalties, and he wasn't really the same player, probably due to age. So getting a younger guy in Durham Smythe who's 29 years old, I'm assuming on a 1-year deal, does make a lot of sense for the Chicago Bears. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this move in the comments down below. It's a pretty small move. Not sure about the money yet, but I'm assuming it's going to be basically a minimum deal. But these are the types of moves you have to make to fill out your roster, right? Like behind Cole Kmet, the Bears didn't really have another NFL caliber tight end on the team. And I still think after this move, the Bears have to acquire another tight end, probably via the NFL draft. Okay, there's a lot of tight ends, good tight ends available in the draft this year. So if you want to go after one, maybe in round 3, maybe in round 5, that could still be a possibility, because the Bears got virtually no production out of their tight end room last year. And that's partly because of how bad of a play caller Shane Waldron was. But we can definitely upgrade at tight end 2 and tight end 3. I think we did upgrade at tight end 3, probably, with this move, if this move is for tight end 3, replacing Mercedes Lewis, but we'll see what Ben Johnson wants to do. And at this point, guys, I really trust Ben Johnson with these moves. Ryan Poles is still the GM, but clearly this was a move that Ben Johnson wanted to happen because he has experience coaching, or at least being in the same team as Durham Smythe, and he saw a role for him on his offense this year. Not much else to say about the move otherwise. Again, free agency actually starts on Monday, so look for the Bears to make a handful of more acquisitions. I mean, the Bears still have a need at the center spot. We still have a need at defensive ends. So, my dream, you guys know if you watch my mock offseason video, is signing Drew Dalman to play center and also signing Khalil Mack. Returning the Mack to play the defensive end spot on the other side of Montez Sweat. But At this point, guys, I'm really excited for whatever the Bears do. Okay, they're showing an aggression that they have not really showed in previous off seasons. I think that Ryan Poles realizes the time to win is right now, especially with a premium head coach like a Ben Johnson and a premium young talent with Caleb Williams. So leave your comments down below, guys. As always, bear down.